So those are some of the things. It definitely helps our pain to be more bearable, to have a support system. It's kind of like, and the Bible verse I want to mention just briefly is Galatians 6:2, and that says to bear each other's burdens. And here I mentioned Galatians 6:4 last week about carrying our own load, and that passage kind of seems contradictory, and I'm not sure why Paul put it together like that. But the verse that is verse 2, it says, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. That word for carry is to take up, burdens, weights, things that are heavy, things that make life harder to move. If we have weights on us, just hanging on us, it's going to make it harder to move and weigh us down and make us more tired, right? But when we bear each other's burden and be supportive, I believe that's what that is, then it makes it lighter and easier and maybe even take some of the loads off of each other, right? So that was the verse that I came up with for that. But that's making the pain more bearable, I think applies to that verse right there. And one more thing that Alan Wolfelt said specifically is it helps to strengthen the bonds of love that make life seem worth living. I thought that was beautiful. So having a support system in place strengthens the bonds of love that make life seem worth living. It can help us find our purpose. If people that don't already totally know that they have a purpose, and it doesn't mean they're not functioning in that, but one older woman that I coached just was so transparent. She was in a pit, and the Lord used me and our support group and others to just, in her own efforts, to get her out of the pit. And she did it pretty quickly, and she was in a very, very deep pit. But just, seeing her, I don't know what my gifts are or what I'm good at, and just me being able to pull that out of her. I mean, she's active in hospital visitation and other things. So by all means, she has gifts, but she didn't totally know that. So a lot of times you can help people with all this, and they may find their purpose better than they knew before they even went through all the pain and the suffering of the loss. So